Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Where we left off, we were attempting to add to our oxygen system because we kind of killed it by draining all the hydrogen out here. So we're moving the hydrogen pump up here to reestablish this. We were cleaning up a bunch of stuff. We were getting new duplicants. So things are still doing pretty well. We have plenty of food available, so we're not dying anymore from starvation. Uh, but, you can never take anything for granted. So there may come a time where that becomes an issue again. We did want to open this up a little bit here because this is considered cramped for them because the all of this isn't part of the what you call it, part of the animal enclosure. So let's go ahead and clear that out. There we go. It's still not the right size. It's 71 tiles. It needs to be more than that, but it's a step in the right direction. We can always expand out in this direction as well. So I'm not overly worried about that. We have what's in here? Chlorine. All right, so we do have some chlorine saved up. It looks like we started pumping and pushing the air up here now instead. So that should be it was hydrogen. It doesn't seem to be as much anymore. This area was kind of filling up as a result of this. So I think it's fine to leave that there for now. Let's go ahead and look at our power situation. And all of this. Just getting all of this built. Building lacks resources. So let's look over here. We've got a couple dupes over here again. We got two. So they are running around. They have calories, so I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. They're picking up the polluted water, getting this all delivered. The body temperature is the problem right now, so it's a little too toasty down here, it seems. I remember there was a bunch of zombie spores down in this area, so we need to keep this sealed off for the time being and not go down there at all, at least for now. It's very hot down there as well, so I don't think people would survive too well. We do have some more power slugs over here. Maybe I should tap into this area, if anything, just to let the power slugs come up. I don't see any zombie spores over here, although the temperature is also fairly high in this area, so we have to cool this down here, which we could probably do by plucking out some of these wheezeworts in this area. If we plant a couple wheezeworts down here instead, that'll help lower the temperature in these areas. Okay, we do have some power getting stored there. Let's go ahead and check out our duplicant skills. His morale's pretty good. I think I'll go with improved strength. How are we doing down here? We got our farmer. He's not supposed to be a farmer, but he's got +2 agriculture, so we'll just keep working down that path for the time being. And we still have food growing up here in these planters, so it's not the end of the world if that ends up not being very successful. Oh, a microbe musher up here. I never did finish digging this out. Now, I I don't know if anybody has, I don't think anybody has the capability of digging through Abyssalite now, so we can't even get over to there at the moment. But we can dig over here and maybe at least get some of these Weezeworts dug out. All right, let's uproot this and uproot this. We're going to start plopping some Weezeworts down there. Hopefully it'll be okay. All right, let's go back to our main base. This temperature is still kind of iffy. I'm hoping it'll eventually like level out and be okay. We are losing some oxygen here. Let's just keep on hopefully moving in the right direction. Did we get all the... Yeah, this polluted water is starting to fill up again, which is great. We should do something with all this cool slush. The salt geyser. A bunch of water over here, too. That'll all get pumped up through here eventually. Are we out of... Yeah, we're out of filtration medium again. So we gotta either dig up or crush more sand. Which we're doing, but it just takes time. There is sand up here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this ladder going upward. Dig that out. Alright, this carbon dioxide probably should... What exactly is this vent accomplishing? Nothing. It's just pushing carbon dioxide right up here. If anything, I should get it to go down here. Get it to tap into this. Let's go ahead and start working on that. We're going to go here. We're going to go down. We are going to do a gas bridge. Let's keep... Right, this has to go into the input, so... Because we want it to get filtered. Yeah. That should input into this. We can deconstruct this. And then all this carbon dioxide up here will also pump down here and get pushed into here. Which is perfect. There's meat, which means something died. One of our slicksters died. They might have just gotten old and aged, but I'm hoping that's all it was. I don't know if I want the long hair larvas, because they just increase like the decoration bonus, which isn't too useful down here. Maybe I'll have to move them somewhere else in the base. Wait, is there... Yeah, there's potentially too much power consumed on this line, so I can't just like tap into it and run it up there. Oh boy. Okay. So, how's this coming along? They're making progress. Not a ton, but some progress. What are you doing down here? Okay, you need to get medical treatment immediately. What are you doing? I don't understand why you would even go over there. We are definitely having a breathability issue. Although we should be okay right now, because we at least have this hydrogen being produced. So our breathability should be okay for a little while. I'd really want to focus on getting this done, because this is kind of... Alright, who is suffocating now? Oh no. Okay. Well, at least he could dig out of that. That's fine. I'd really like more of this to consistently be growing. Okay, I did hear the thing go off for the printing pod, so let's see what we got. We've got a good cuisine. We got a cook with 3 positive traits. I mean, that's pretty good. Do we need another chef, though? I don't know if we do. Let's look at duplicate skills. We've got 1 chef here. And we don't have a backup chef. And I don't think we have a chef on the other asteroid. So maybe we'll claim over here. Well, actually, let's check. Is this chef even any good? +2 cuisine. Okay, so I think this would be a better chef to begin with. Oh, I hit colony summary again. Okay, so you are gonna be a better cook anyway. All right. I don't think we've spent a ton of time going through this priorities tab in a long time. So I think we need to, well, first off, we need to get people moved to other time slots. We're gonna have to create a new one as well. Okay. Name this 6. Okay, I am going to move everything to work. And then we're gonna go downtime, downtime, bedtime, bedtime, bath time. Okay, and then we can move. Let's move Ruby, May, and Quinn. Ruby, May. I mean, May's on the other planetoid, but... And then let's move Lindsay as well. Because new people will just repopulate into that first one, so... I think that's okay. All right, let's set priorities. Joshua is a excavator, so he is high priority digging, high priority building. Operating can be decent priority. All right, Bubbles. That's fine. You need to focus on ranching. You focus on farming. I don't think anybody that we've added to the colony has had any sort of like priority stuff set for them. So let's see, machinery that's operating. Okay, you are a agriculture. So let's get your farming up. You get on rocketry. Ranching is high priority for you. You are also a farmer. Need higher priority on that. Okay, researching, but that's not really much of anything right now. Quinn, you are a cleaner upper. So let's do tidying, supplying, and storing. You are also going to be a pilot of some sort. So let's just put those on high priority. We apparently have a lot of researchers again, which I guess is a good problem to have, but still. All right, Meep, you are also a person who does a lot of cleaning, so let's high priority those things. You are a doctor, and you are our new cook, so we're going to put you high priority on that. May can do some tidying, and Steve is a farmer, so let's up that priority as well, even though his skill set's not quite there yet. Okay, let's check the consumables again and make sure we have everything that we want set appropriately. So we don't want them eating regular meat or regular bristleberries. We want it to be at least gristleberry, barbecue, stuffed berries, pepper breads, like any of these better items. Yeah. Okay, that's all set correctly. So we are good there. All right. Oh, I already set her hat. Maybe she'll go back in a little bit and get that set up. He's got slime lung. He's moderately wounded. Hopefully he will do okay there. Liam, you are injured as well, so I think you need to go to the cot. We don't currently have a place that's storing crude oil. I probably should put like a dispenser here to just drip it down. All right, how are we doing as far as construction priority? Not allowed by schedule. Oh, they must be sleeping. We do have a puffed in here, just kind of floating around. Pufflet Prince Egg. So that would be like chlorine. And that would make bleach stone, I think. So, I don't know, maybe we could do something with capturing that. I did increase the priority of this, so hopefully they get to work over here. We are running out of power again, so oxygen is... The breathability had been going up. It will be going down again, I'm sure. Yeah, this is in the 600s. I'd like it to be at least in the thousands, 1500 or higher. And it is nowhere near that currently, which is definitely a problem. All right, hopefully we make some progress here. Is this pump going now? It is, okay. So they must have cleaned it up to the point where we can actually pump stuff again. I'm sure this is still going off. Yep, just dripping water down here. Who has hypothermia? Oh, up here. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. So these are almost getting too cold to grow. And then down here it's too hot to grow. Let's plant our wart seed. And our wart seed. Maybe that'll help cool this area. And let these bog buckets grow in the actual farm area where we want it to grow. We are getting a little dicey here with all this what you call it, polluted oxygen. I don't think we have sand or anything like that over here, so this deodorizer isn't really doing much of anything, unfortunately. But we do have oxygen up by our beds at least, so it's not the end of the world. As long as it stays that way. And we do have some hydrogen stored up in a reservoir. What is broken? Okay, so this is our ship, which we need to get back to. Once we get the... It's been like 10 episodes, and I've just been trying to get back to building the ship, and it just doesn't seem to be happening. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so ventilation. Got to put a gas pump here. Let's put another manual airlock there. We do have to build a bunch of those. Okay. I will have to figure something out for... Alright, at least we got that all dug out. I'll have to figure out something for this down here. Alright, so let's look at the automation stuff. We need automation wire. Copper is fine. We have plenty of material. I really need to make some steel at some point. Okay, so we need an Atmos sensor here. And we need one here and here. Well, this ladder has to come out. Okay, Atmos sensor, make a copy. Slap that down here. And let's get some automation wire. You go to these ones. You go to these ones. And you go to here. That should be it. Power-wise, I think we're going to need to get some more, like a large power transformer here. And we're going to need the heavy watt wire to carry... I can't go down. I can bridge over? No, I can't. So this will have to bridge over. Conductive bridge wire. Let's do that at high priority so I can get that cleared out. All right, that should be being built, which will now let me... Well, first, I guess I have to deconstruct the conductive wire here. And that'll let me run that other wire straight through. Heavy watt wire. There we go. And now we can do the conductive wire everywhere else. I can go straight up. Go there. Go there. Up to here. There we go. That should take care of powering all of that stuff. All right, so green signal above 1000 G. We'll have to wait for that all to get built. Who's getting scalded? That's not too bad. All right, we gotta also hook this up to ventilation. I know I have this kind of plugged in separately, but probably need to get that hooked into there. We might end up branching off and doing all three of these, but we'll have to see how that goes. Ventilation. All right, that is kind of backing up here a little bit, because we do have a lot of hydrogen gas kind of up here at this point, which is fine. At least it's keeping this stuff going, but I really want to get a lot of breathability, and I'm just struggling with it. I think it's still worth getting this produced as pretty much as fast as possible. Once we're flush with oxygen, we can kind of take it a little easier there. Oh, this got damaged. Interesting. All right, I think what we're going to have to do is kind of cap this off to keep the temperature down. I'm going to disable auto repair for the time being because I don't want a bunch of my materials wasted trying to fix these things all the time. And what is it? Chlorine stuck in here anyway? Okay, so that's running. That should be priority 9 as well. We also need the ventilation of the actual gas pipes that are going to be coming out of this. So this is where it gets a little trickier because we have so many pipes already flowing. I think we need more stuff reaching closer to the bottom here. All right, so this is hydrogen that's been backed up over here. I think we can deconstruct all of this at this point. All right, let's take a look here. So I would want at least one of these. I think in a lot of instances we can just bridge across. Like this is going down to the bedroom area, but it's not getting a ton of oxygen in it. So we could probably pretty easily just kind of do one of these. That'll tap into these two lines and go all the way down to here, which is fine. That's kind of where we want a lot of it to go. All right, so this should be above 1,000. All right, so that is powered now. All right, this one is above 1,000 as well. I actually probably should turn that off for now until we get this all enclosed. We have no water intake. I got to get that set up too. Okay, so that definitely has to be a thing. We don't have any water. It's going to be a pretty big problem. We also have to sweep all the stuff out of here. That's all gonna have to be like priority 9. We might have to open this up just to get this connected. I'm not sure though. This might be enough. All right, let's get that all plumbed out. We definitely have to get the algae. So we can't have all this like releasing polluted oxygen right inside of here. All right, how's this going down here? We're still generating heat. It's not consistently reaching over this far though. We're gonna have to do something to bring heat to this area. I think I'm gonna give up on this whole piping system here. I mean, we got pretty close, but I just don't think this is gonna work out. Although, I mean, this might be able to maintain the heat once we get the heat there. I'm not sure. Okay, so we do have water flow. I don't need to build that because water is now flowing. Well, that was a little bit of a lag spike. Okay, so they are picking up the slime. These are pumping. It's pumping a bunch of garbage, but it is pumping. All right, as soon as this is cleared out, we should be good to go. So the biggest issue here is it's pumping out stuff we don't want it to pump right now. All right, so I think I'm going to turn these off for now. Let's turn that to one gram, just so it doesn't turn on right now. I don't want it sucking all the hydrogen from the top part down. I want everything to get completely cleared out first. And then we can wall it up and then kick it into gear. We're doing okay power-wise. New printables available. I didn't even hear that go off. Oh. That was interesting. Evacuation notice, huh? Interesting. I need to select a blueprint. That's weird. All right, let's go over here. All right, is there anything that's useful over here? Suit wearing, which is athletics. It's always good. I guess we can go with that for now. I hope we will stabilize food-wise. I think we will. This is cooling down this area a bit. Yeah, these bog buckets are still warm, but hopefully it'll get better as the Wheezeworts continue to pump this temperature down. We probably should maybe might be worth like doing some insulated tiles. Maybe I'll do that. And that way the Wheezewort temperature will stay a little more consistent. All right, let's go back to our main base here. We should be making some pretty good progress with this. I think it's not completely swept up. I really need the sweeping to take place. Our stress is creeping up again, which is a little bit of a problem. Okay, so eye irritation, allergic reaction. You have not gone to the little massage parlor, so should probably do that. All right. Can you please stop scalding yourself? Okay. So he is going to get murdered here. Can we please not do that? That would be great. Okay, so he is now incapacitated. I'm really hoping somebody rescues him. That's going to be a problem until this is completely built out. People are going to keep getting injured and scalded and all that good stuff. We do have a place to put all this stuff because it's lit up green. I'm going to put like emergency just to get this all swept out as fast as possible. And then I also want to get, even though I'm not putting them anywhere right now, I want to at least get them out of there so I can close this off. All right, so apparently emergency doesn't mean emergency. All right, that's getting closed off, so at least there's that. What is going on here? Why is nobody sweeping this stuff up? Okay, so now it says there's not room for it. I'm gonna put algae in here just to have a spot for it. Okay, you're incapacitated. We're halfway done building it at least. Okay, this should not be... Okay, so it's top priority. It's saying there's nowhere to put it, though. But I've definitely indicated it's sweep, and I've definitely checked it here. And there's room. So I'm not exactly sure why it's saying that. Interesting. For sure. Let's change the priority back to 9. I mean, I don't think the algae's... I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna up these to priority 9. Maybe it'll at least increase the priority, increase the chance of them doing it. Should mop this up. Oh yeah, I haven't checked over here in a while. What's going on over here? We're still just digging this all out. Seems to be going pretty well though. Okay. I'd really like to get this done. So I hate to do this, but I think I'm just gonna go like exclamation priority. So they focus on storing all these materials. It's not ideal, but they're actually doing it now, which is good. Although I wish they would focus on... There we go. They're getting algae. Perfect. All right, we got a little bit of copper and a little bit of thimbleweed. But that's about it then. Let's go back to priority 8 on all that. And we're going to have to do the exclamation priority here, make sure they get this all built as fast as possible. It should be pretty quick. But then we can wall this off and turn it on and get everything started. So okay. So that is all done. I know it's just a pain, but I kind of want to get this thimbleweed seed out of here. But I think all of our storage bins that take seeds are all full up at the moment. Let's go ahead and make a couple extra storage units over here. High priority, get it done. I really just want to push it to completion. Okay, and then we could do seeds. Let's copy settings. Hopefully that will get somebody to come up here and get this seed. And then that'll be completely cleared out. And we could start closing this off anyway. All right. That guy should be going for that seed. All right, perfect. He did. Once he's out of there, I don't care what happens at this point with that. So let's lower these back to priority 8. Where do we still have a yellow alert? Oh, just on those walls. That makes sense. Okay. They are kind of still working over here a little bit, but it's taking them a little time. Made a mess. Uh-oh, Meep, are you trapped? No, you're not trapped. You're just an idiot, I guess. All right, 2 more insulated tiles, and then we are ready to turn this baby on. And we are in a good spot with oxygen production. Can't say the same necessarily for battery, but and electricity, but at least the oxygen should be figured out at that point. Let's get that done, and then we are good to go. All right, let's do above, and then you can do above. That should start pumping that out. That should filter all that into there. These will fill up. This might be too much hydrogen in one go, but I do have to remember this is temporary because I already trapped a bunch of hydrogen in here to begin with. So, why am I not seeing... So it looks like just the printing pod now is seeing the available printables, which is interesting. I don't know about the flatulent trait because then you just have a bunch of natural gas floating around your base all the time. We do need an excavator, though. We don't have anybody over here that can do that. So let's go ahead and look at our duplicate skills. Assign hard digging to you. Gene, we never did anything with you, but you are going to be a farmer. And May, you seem to be doing just fine with your responsibilities over here as well. So food is getting a little dicey. We're not necessarily keeping pace with what we're supposed to be, but I'm hoping that this insulated tile is going to make the difference, and it seems to be because we're actually growing food consistently now. So, although I am running low on polluted water, I am going to have to kind of sort that out at some point, but that is not a today problem. It is a problem for another day. Okay, so we do have oxygen production going on over here. Right now it's just these channels pushing more air. Yeah, it's filling up these channels, which is fine. Even if these aren't on, they're still not enough to overload the system, so it's all good. We should, yeah, that insufficient oxygen message did go away. I do want to deconstruct that little bit of gas pipe there. Okay, so this is becoming quite breathable over in this area where we were in the 600s. We're getting back up in the 900, 1,000, 1,800 here. So it's good. It'll dissipate from here because of all these airflow tiles. So bedroom is definitely a priority. They'll make sure these are all very, very breathable. And we do have, I think the other one's coming down all the way down to here. Yeah, it is. But it is making kind of a pit stop over here for overpressure. So that's fine. We should be seeing a lot more oxygen reaching all the way down to here now, which is great because that will kind of fill up this whole area, force the remaining carbon dioxide down. Speaking of which, this got completed without me even noticing it, but the air is now pushing down over here, and the carbon dioxide is getting filtered into this area. So that is all working as intended very well. And then we're just getting kind of a amalgamation of various gases down here, which is fine, as long as the carbon dioxide is getting pumped out and replaced. Looks like it's being mostly replaced with oxygen here, so perfect. Okay, so I think we made a decent amount of progress this time around. I have the oxygen system pretty much fully up and running again. Plenty of power to go around. We're making plenty of oxygen for the duplicants that we have. It's getting to the right places, so all very good things. Food is going down a little, but overall pretty high. We did get a couple more duplicants over here, so we're up to 4 on the other planetoid. And we are working on remedying all the food production issues over here. I think we're in pretty good shape with the Wheezeworts over here, kind of cooling down the general area where that's all happening, along with the insulated tiles. Next time around, I think we're going to have to focus a little bit on making sure this polluted water gets sorted out, because we're kind of running out here. So we have to take care of that for sure. And then we need to refocus back onto this so that we can get everything up and running here with the wire and getting this all sorted so we can actually take off and start going into space, which is something we were trying to do a long time ago, maybe like 20, or not 20, but like 10 episodes ago. So time to refocus the efforts on that now that we've stabilized and we're back in business. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.